GOP Congress doesn't believe Podestta and Wasserman Schultz were ignorant of fake Dossier money. Congressional Republicans called foul Sunday on Democrats John Podestta and Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz, telling Senate investigators last month they had no knowledge of their party paying for a dossier on President Donald Trump's alleged ties to Russia. The Washington Post reported last week that the Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee had paid their lawyer Mark E. Elias of Perkins Coie LLP to retain Fusion GPS, which later hired former British intelligence agent Christopher Steele to conduct the research into Trump. The Campaign Legal Center filed a Federal Election Commission complaint in response to the report, alleging that the Clinton campaign and DNC failed to accurately disclose the purpose and recipient of payments for the dossier of research alleging connections between then-candidate Donald Trump and Russia, effectively hiding these payments from public scrutiny, contrary to the requirements of federal law. The chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Republican Representative Trey Gowdy of South Carolina, suggested that the DNC's obfuscation was akin to money laundering. I'm not an election law expert, but the good news is you don't have to be to understand the absurdity of believing that you can launder all of your campaign money by just hiring a law firm, Gowdy said on Fox News Sunday. Gowdy questioned why Podestta and Wasserman Schultz told the Senate Intelligence Commission last month they had no knowledge of who paid for the dossier. I am also interested in sharing some memory tricks with folks at the DNC because no one can remember who paid $10 million to a law firm to do Oppo research, Gowdy said. I find that stunning. $10 million and no one can remember who authorized it, who approved it, who said this is a really good idea. Wasserman Schultz told Fox News last week she wasn't aware of the arrangement at all, but Republican Senator Susan Collins of Maine, a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee, said Podestta and Wasserman Schultz absolutely need to be recalled before the panel to clarify their previous statements on the dossier. It's difficult to imagine that a campaign chairman, that the head of the DNC would not know of an expenditure of this magnitude and significance, Collins said on CBS Face the Nation. Collins added that it was critical for Elias, the lawyer who represented both the DNC and the Clinton campaign, to appear before the Senate panel. Representative Adam Schiff, the top Democrat of the House Intelligence Committee, told MSNBC last week it didn't matter who was paying for Steele's services. Christopher Steele, no matter who was paying for his services, may have discovered before our own intelligence agencies that the Russians were going to interfere in our election on behalf of Donald Trump, Schiff said, as reported by Real Clear Politics. He's another character, that Schiff guy. Meanwhile, Brian Fallon, a former spokesman for the Clinton campaign, said he had no knowledge of Steele's work during the election, according to the Washington Post. The first I learned of Christopher Steele or saw any dossier was after the election, Fallon said. However, Fallon said he would have had no reservations passing Steele's research to reporters during the election if he was aware of its existence. Opposition research happens on every campaign, and here you had probably the most shadowy guy ever running for president, and the FBI certainly has seen fit to look into it. I probably would have volunteered to go to Europe myself to try and verify it. I would have helped get more of this out there before the election, Fallon said. What do you think? I think Fallon's an idiot, and they're looking at the wrong people, and again, they're puppets of the mainstream media. That's basically it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.